Welcome to Coordinating Your Chaos with the Blended Mama. My name is Teresa Stone. I am the Blended Mama, and on this channel, we help busy women find calm in the chaos of life through community and planning.
Hello, friend. Hello. It's Teresa here. And this morning, I have a question for you. Does your August feel like it was 3 months long, but also about 3 minutes long? Because, friend, that was definitely how mine felt. Some weeks clicked, others were a total blur. I have no idea what happened. And honestly, my planner was right there in the middle of it all, messy, magical, sometimes half blank or totally blank. So that's why today we're doing a fall reset in our planners. So nothing crazy, nothing overwhelming, just reflect, release, and reset. And these three simple steps are going to help us step into September with steady, intentional steps instead of living in survival mode. So, welcome to Coordinating Your Chaos with the Blended Mama. I'm Teresa Stone. And around here, we help busy women find calm in the chaos of life through community and planning. Okay, so before I dive into my September spread, I like to start with a reflection. So I have my reflect and reset insert here. This is where I jot down wins from August, things like I scheduled doctor's appointments, I ordered yarn for my sweater. Like they're not huge things. And reflecting isn't about grading myself; it's about noticing what worked. So for you, friend, that could be a notebook, some sticky notes, or just finding some margin in your planner, or you can snag a reflect and reset insert. They are intended to be used weekly. I just make mine monthly. So some of the questions are what surprised me this week? I just in my head say what surprised me this month and now make it work. But you can snag this. I'll put a link for this in the show notes. But what I want you to do is take just 3 minutes to write down what felt good last month. So, what were maybe your three wins from last month? That way, you're carrying forward the things that gave you life. So, this is what I have in the reflect and reset. Now, I've already got my September monthly is set up, and then I am using the new layout, new format for our planning and journaling. And so you can see that I've already got, I use the monthly for our content planning. And I'm super excited about having a new tracker in here. So we have a mood tracker, we have daily habit tracker, and I'm super excited about that. But before we get too far into this, I want to finish up with the reflect and reset. So um, I also, in addition to the wins, right, before I get too deep in the details back in my monthly and my weekly, we do have to get real with what did not serve us well, right? So maybe that was overcommitting or letting laundry stress me out, right? And what I'm trying this month, and you're going to watch me do it here, is that instead of staring at that guilt list, we're going to just cover it up. So I'm going to be using some of our washi tape. So there are a couple things on here that are perhaps a little more negative in nature as opposed to positive. And one of them is what drained me. And I'm just going to cover that up right here. Okay. And I was like, I knew I had my stencil here somewhere. I like to use the stencil as just a firm edge on the washi. And then there's also what didn't get done and why. We're going to, again, just cover that up with some washi because why not? I don't need to see that. I wrote it down. I learned from it. And now we're going to cover it up so that I don't continue to stress myself out about it. You know what I mean? So we're going to just cover that up. Easy peasy. Now you could come back and even add some stickers on top here. I know I have my stickers here somewhere. They're right here in the back of my journal. Oh, there they are. So we could even add these are from our host sticker sheet trio. We can even add just a floral sticker right there on top just to cement them in there, friends. So you do also talk about how did I take care of myself, something I'm excited about, what gave me energy. So we really just covered up the things that are lessons learned, because just by writing them down, it helps you to be more aware of them and to really think of them as you go into the next week or the next month. So if you try this, my friend, write down one thing that you're releasing this month and then cover it up with something creative. You can use washi like I did because it's super easy. You can also use deco pages. Journal cards, even I was looking to use a journal card. It was just a bit big for the space that I had, but you could absolutely use some fun little deco. So anyway, so from here we're going to reset, right? So we reflected, and we released, and now we're going to reset. So like I said before, I'm really excited about the new habit tracker. I'm really excited to track some of my daily habits. Some of them I do consistently, and I just didn't update this for yesterday. So while we're in here, we're just going to mark some of these off because I did this. I did my quiet time. This is yesterday was the first. I did that. I did that. Did that. I did that. I did not walk. I did my vitamins. I don't know that I got enough water. All right, and today I've already done my quiet time and my Duolingo. Okay. So there's a habits tracker. There's a weekly habits. I did actually set up my weekly this time because listen, last month, even as much as I'm a planner, I didn't set up my weekly one time last month. So I was like, "Ooh, girl, I need to track that." So you have habits, and I love this up here for the mood daisy. So I am tracking some like perimenopause symptoms because it has definitely been getting the better of me. So anyway, so like I said, I've got a bunch of habits that I'm focusing on, but some of them, I've got journaling here. It doesn't mean that it has to be anything extensive. It can be just one sentence. So I'm really focusing on tracking the small things because most of these are not anything that take a lot of time, right? And you don't have to track everything. You can maybe even just pick one or two steady steps that are going to actually support you. Maybe that's water intake, 10 minutes of prayer. Maybe it's folding the laundry the same day you wash it. I mean, I know that's like a novel idea. But it's just the simple things that are actually going to matter to you. Okay. So, I really want to talk with you through what this reset looks like for me, and how you can create this ritual for yourself. So, I just want to share how I actually do this kind of reset routine. So, I usually have a cup of tea. Today, I've got some water, my planner, stickers, maybe some deco, my journal, probably. But I really try to set aside 20 minutes either at the end of the month, the beginning of the month, kind of right there on the border of them. And I sit down, I reflect, I release, and I just reset. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just needs to be intentional. So for me, that means sitting down again with the reflect and reset insert. I usually have the P&J with me. And honestly, I like to start with the pen swatch test in the back, to figure out what colors I'm going to be using. And that kind of sets the tone for me. I use those same colors in the reflect and reset whenever I was doing the coloring. And that creative moment whenever I'm coloring just really kind of puts me in the zone. So this refresh and this ritual gives me a breath of fresh air before I'm diving into the new month. And honestly, it helps me show up with more peace and more calm, even in the chaos. So, this is your invitation to reflect on what worked for you, release what didn't, and reset with one or two steady steps for September. You don't need a full overhaul. You don't need 20 habits to track or a color coded system. You just need steady steps, and those steps are enough. If you want more ideas on this, I've got a blog post called From Survival Mode to Steady Steps, Your Fall Reset Plan. I'll link it in the show notes so you can dive deeper. And go ahead and tell me in the comments, what is one thing that you're resetting for fall? I would love to cheer you on.
Thank you so much for watching today. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more tips and inspiration, and watch that next video to keep coordinating your chaos.